Hello and welcome to my first video. I love watching people unhaul their Costco and grocery trips. I have a family of 7 and so we get a lot of groceries. I do a big haul every Saturday or Sunday. This week me and the girls stopped at Costco. I still have to go to the main grocery store for everything we need throughout the week. But I thought I'd share with you what I've got so far and come back and share with you what we're going to have for the rest of the week for dinner. It being summertime, we've got lots of fruits, lots of snacks for the kids while they're home. So we have got plums, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, pineapple. My husband eats 2 pineapples every week, bananas. My toddlers love avocados, so I get a thing of avocados every single week. I'm making a meal with ramen this week, and this is the ramen they have at Costco. I like this better than getting like the instant ramen. The noodles are better, hold up better. We get this every week, or not every week, but we use it every week. My husband pre-makes tofu for his lunches for work, and he lathers it up in this before he cooks it. They have garlic and jalapeno stuffed olives. I love these. These are everything. Also another pack of Hums. I get these every week. The best kombucha you will ever have. I wish I could get other flavors. I probably need to order them from somewhere because they don't have them anywhere else but Costco where I live. I think I mentioned bananas already. Apple sauces. My girls love apple sauces, so we always have these pouches in our house. This is a treat that we keep in the house. My husband and I love these skinny dips. They're like Reese's. They're small. You always have to have at least 2. You can eat 1. Another thing we keep in the house, typically I just buy individual packets of these at the grocery store. My husband eats this every week for his breakfast, but my toddlers are loving it too, so I went ahead and got a big pack. We specifically like the 0 sugar. We're having wraps this week for dinner, so I ordered bought a thing of wraps. We like the carb balance ones. These are very high in protein, 17 grams of fiber. We're obsessed with fiber right now, so 17 grams of fiber. I have 2 meals with mushrooms this week, so we got a thing of mushrooms. And I also got peaches. The girls love peaches. Then we needed some pull-ups for my toddler when she sleeps at night. Can you say hi to the camera?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Sorry, Trader Joe's makes the best vegan pesto. I love this stuff. Every time I go, I get multiples, and I eat it over the next couple of weeks. It could be frozen as well. And then I got this zong sauce. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this, but it's spicy and delicious. I like to throw this on toast with like cut up tomatoes and some salt, and it's amazing. We had to run home so that my 2-year-old could take her nap, and after her nap, we'll go to the grocery store and pick up everything else we need for the week, and I'll show you that and let you know what we're planning for dinner this week. Okay, I am back. We went to Aldi's and we went to Dillon's. You might know it as like Kroger. Shorter stuff that we get at Dillon's is these broccoli sprouts. My husband loves these. He eats these with his lunch, just plain the way they are. They can go in sandwiches and wraps. I like alfalfa sprouts, so I got me some alfalfa sprouts. Some seasoning. This is not something I would typically get, but it goes in something in a curry I'm making this week. Jalapenos, tomatoes, some pasta. The girls really wanted these donuts. They make a really great vegan Alfredo. My kids like this and I really enjoy this. It's the only one I found that I enjoy. Some coconut milk, crushed tomatoes, 2 things of super firm tofu. This is what my husband puts in his lunches. He'll slice this up and it will be enough for the 4-day week. This is 4th of July week, so he won't work Friday. And then some fake bacon. That's everything from Dillon's. And then from Aldi's, we have red sauce, pasta sauce, beans. I let the girls pick out 1 pack of cookies every day, and this is pretty much or not every day. 1 pack of cookies every week when we go shopping, and this is pretty much the treat for the week. This is a lot of cookies, so this will probably last us 2 weeks. I loved their chopped kale. It makes it a lot easier. I don't have to chop it up. The only thing I don't love about it is that they don't de-stem them, so there's some hard stems in that bag if you get that bag. We needed spinach. We're doing turkey wraps this week. I accidentally got 2 different types of turkey, so I guess options. Green onions, salmon. We're doing salmon tonight. Some mixed greens for our wraps. lemons and lime. Got dairy-free cheese. They have some dairy-free cheese at Aldi's. This is not what I typically get. I haven't tried it there, so we'll see how it is. The girls drink soy milk. I take 2 to daycare, and then the other 2 will stay home. That should last us for the whole week. They're not drinking as much as they used to, being 2 and 3. And then 2 things of broccoli. My husband also puts this in his lunch. So overall, for this week, we actually spent a lot more money than we typically would. The girls get lunch at daycare. I already have some like easy stuff for the older kids to warm up on the days that they're here. We have them Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and every other Saturday. So Wednesday through Friday, they'll have other options that are already in the house. I didn't have to pick anything up. The only extra stuff they have this week is all the fruit that I bought, which is not something I typically buy. Usually every week I buy like 2 or 3 fruits. We bought a lot of fruit this week. My husband makes his lunches, and then I usually just take leftovers from the night before. Then this is everything we need for dinner. Sunday through Thursday. Friday we're doing a family event, and then typically I shop on Saturdays. My husband had drill this weekend, so I ended up putting off till Sunday with the girls so we could spend the entire day shopping, which is what we did. That's why we went to 4 stores and even took a nap in between. So I'm missing 2 meals that I would typically have. But again, with all the fruit, with the Costco trip, which is unusual, I spent $180 at Costco, $69 at Aldi's, and then $80 at Dillon's, but that includes a bag of dog food, so minus $34. So I spent $50-ish at Dillon's, and that'll feed us for the entire week. 5 dinners that I have here tonight. We're having salmon and kale. I'll probably throw in a grain, some quinoa or something we already have in the cabinets. Monday, I'm doing a miso ramen soup bowl. That'll include the mushrooms, the ramen you saw me pick up earlier. And I'm excited about that. That's a recipe from Pick Up Limes. I think she's a vegan YouTuber and has a website, and I picked that up off of her website. Another meal I'm doing from her website is mushroom and bean coconut curry. That's the kidney beans, and another thing with the mushrooms, the coconut, and that'll have rice, which I already had at home. And then, as I mentioned, the turkey bacon wraps. So we'll use the fake bacon, the real turkey, those high fiber wraps, lettuce, tomato, avocado, maybe the vegan cheese, throw mayonnaise or something on there. And then something my kids really like that we do every once in a while, on Thursday we're doing pick your own pasta, which is why I have the pesto, the alfredo, and the marinara. But I want to share meals with y'all, show you what my kids are eating, also take you along on just our family life. So let me know if you like this. I know a lot of my followers that I have right now found me on shorts from the I'm a Bee video. I'm glad that you guys liked that. I am going to continue posting shorts daily, and there'll be probably less of the family and food and more like TikTok styled videos. So if that's what you're here for, you'll continue to get those. But for my long form videos, I want to do more family based, more meals. I'd love to share those videos. Let me know down below, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.